Sur, also known as Suri, Zur and Zuri, are a historical Pashtun tribe living primarily in Afghanistan and Pakistan. They trace their descent to the Ghorids, a formerly Hindu and later Islamic dynasty originating from Mandesh in the Ghor region of modern-day central Afghanistan. The founder of the Sur Empire in India, Sher Shah Suri, belonged to the Sur tribe. They ruled the Suri Empire from 1540 until they were removed from power in 1556 to 57 by the Mughal Empire. Today, the Sur are part of the Pashtun tribal system and identify with the Lodi-Betani Confederacy. The Sur are also related to the Ghorids, another Betani tribal confederacy. It was at the time of this bounty of Sultan Bahlol that the grandfather of Sher Shah, by name Ibrahim Khan Sur, with his son Hassan Khan, the father of Sher Shah, came to Hindustan from Afghanistan, from a place which is called in the Afghan tongue Shagri, but in the Multan tongue Rory. Quote, "It is a ridge a spur of the Suleiman Mountains, about 6 or 7 kos in length, situated on the banks of the Gumal. They entered into the service of Mahabat Khan Sur, Dord Sahukal, to whom Sultan Bahlol had given in Jagir the Parganas of Haryana and Barkala, etc., in the Punjab, and they settled in the Pargana of Bajwara." History. The Suri tribe of the Afghans inhabited the mountains of Ghor east of Farah, and the principal cities were Ghor, Ferazi and Bamiyan. Emir Suri was a Hindu king from the ancient Ghorid dynasty in the 9th and 10th century. He was a descendant of the Ghorid king Emir Banji Baharan, whose rule was legitimized by the Abbasid Caliph Harun al-Rashid after a peace treaty. Emir Suri was defeated in war with the Safarid ruler Yugub ibn al-Layth al-Safa. Emir Muhammad ibn Suri. Muhammad ibn Suri was also, despite his name, a Hindu king of the Ghorid dynasty from the 10th century to 1011. He fought against Mahmud of Ghazni. According to Minhaj Siraj, Ibn Suri was defeated and captured by Mahmud of Ghazni, made prisoner along with his son Abu Ali and taken to Ghazni, where Ibn Suri died by poisoning himself. It was also the last stronghold of an ancient religion professed by the inhabitants when all the neighbors had become Muslim. In the 11th century AD, Mahmud of Ghazni defeated the prince of Ghor Ibn Suri, and made him prisoner in a severely contested engagement in the valley of Ahingaran. Ibn Suri is called a Hindu by the author, who has recorded his overthrow. Ibn Shuri's son Abu Ali ibn Muhammad later converted to Islam, and constructed mosques and Islamic schools in Ghor. Conversion to Islam, according to recorded tradition, Sursa descended from the Ghori tribe. Several books by Islamic historians, including Tariq-i-Ghazida of Hamdu el-La Musta'afito Yamni, as well as Farishta, record that besides Muslim Surs there were also non-Muslim Hindu and Buddhist, pagan Surs, who were attacked by Mahmud of Ghazni and converted to Islam by him. Sultan Mahmud now went to fight with the Ghorians, who were infidels at the time. Suri, the chief, was killed in this war, and his son was taken prisoner, but he killed himself by sucking poison which he had kept under the stone of his ring. The country of Ghor was annexed to that of the Sultan, and the population thereof converted to Islam. He now attacked the fort of Bhim, where was a temple of the Hindus. In the following year, R401, Mahmud led his army towards Ghor. The native prince of the country, Muhammad, of the Afghan tribe of Sur, occupied an entrenched camp with 10,000 men. Mahmud was repulsed in repeated assaults which he made from morning till noon. Finding that the troops of Ghor defended their entrenchments with such obstinacy, he caused his army to retreat in apparent confusion, in order to lure the enemy out of his fortified position. The Ghorians, deceived by the stratagem, pursued the army of Ghizni. When the king, facing about, attacked and defeated them with great slaughter, Muhammad Sur, being made prisoner, was brought to the king, but having taken poison, which he always kept under his ring, he died in a few hours. His country was annexed to the dominions of Ghizni. The author of the Tawariq-Yamni affirms that neither the sovereigns of Ghor nor its inhabitants were Mohammedans till after this victory, whilst the author of the Tabqat Nasiri and Fakhruddin Mubarak Shah Lodi, the latter of whom wrote a history of the kings of Ghor in verse, both affirm that they were converted many years before, even so early as the time of Ali. Other famous Sher Shah Suri was descended from the younger branch of the Ghorian race, while Muhammad I Suri, said to be the great-great-grandfather of the Sultans Ghiyas-ud-Din and Mu'izz-ud-Din, was descended from the elder branch, with whom sovereignty lay. Shah Hussain, by one of his Afghan wives, had 3 sons, Ghaltsi, Ibrahim surnamed Lodi, and Sawani. The Afghan tribe of Sur was founded by Sur, son of Ismail, grandson of Lodi. Another Sur king, Amir Banji Baharan, was appointed by the Abbasid Caliph Harun al-Rashid as the king of Ghor after he signed a peace treaty. The most famous Sur in history was Sher Shah Suri of Sasaram, Bihar, who ruled the Sur Empire, which covered a large northern territory of the Indian subcontinent, with Delhi serving as its capital.